I can't believe I got so busy with the STP and making STP diary videos that I almost forgot to congratulate our September starters. Yeah, it's official. They have their offer. So yes, they are our September starters. Congratulations to everyone that made it into the STP. You guys, it's been a journey. You've been on the recruitment process for 6 to 7 months. So yeah, you deserve everything. You deserve to be happy. You deserve everything you have now. So congratulations. I'm super excited for you guys. I kind of feel like we've been on this journey together. You know what I mean, right? You know when someone messaged you months ago like, hey, I'm applying for this, can you help me do this? And now they're like, hey, I finally have the offer. I don't know about others, but for me, kind of feel like we have something in common. We have a connection, you know. sorry about that, guys. I'm just very excited for all of you. I can't believe that the videos I started making, taking you guys through my story, sharing tips, I honestly, I didn't believe it would touch so many people. So yeah, congratulations. I'm glad my videos were helpful and you guys found them helpful. I've been getting lots of messages on Instagram, on TikTok, on Discord. Oh, Cynthia, this. Oh my God, I feel like I'm a celebrity. Okay, so yeah, let me be serious now. So yeah, congratulations, guys. I'm so happy for you. So I've also been getting loads of messages, people asking me questions about what to do next and how everything happened with mine. So yeah, in this video, I'll take you guys through everything that happened for me after I got my offer. You have to note that it's based on trust and it can vary also based on individual. I was an international applicant. I needed a visa, so my story would be different. So I don't know, you can just pick anything you like from it, but don't expect your own journey to be exactly the same because it differs based on trust. But I'll tell you everything that happens. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Cynthia, a first year trainee clinical almost a second year trainee clinical scientist in cancer genomics. So yeah, let's get into this video. So yeah, after I got my offer, first things first, I had to celebrate because guys, come on, I did that. You know what it means to get into the STP? How many people? And for the past 7 months, I've been waiting, I've been hoping. So I finally had my offer and yeah, I had to celebrate. But then I couldn't wait. I was tired of waiting because the STP had me waiting for shortlisting, for longlisting, for this. So now you're telling me to wait. I need to have my unconditional offers. I was tired of hearing any stories. But anyway, I messaged the school and I asked them for the contact detail of someone from my trust or from my department because guys, my blood was hot. Sorry, I'm in Nigerian. That's a Nigerian term. My blood was boiling. I couldn't wait. I think I got my offer on a Thursday or a Friday. I think a Thursday or a Friday. So I was happy, I was celebrating. I had to wait for the weekend to be over and I expected that by Monday I should have received emails while doing this and that, but I didn't get any email and I was getting worried. But part of the reason why I was impatient is because that was July, we're supposed to start in September. I was considering, because I was a HCA then with the NHS, I need to give 1 month notice to resignation. And because I needed a visa, you know, sometimes the visa process can take some time. So I was considering that I didn't have enough time. So I needed everything to start. So I'll have enough time to resign and do everything. So yeah, that was part of the reason why I was very impatient. I didn't need anyone to tell me any stories because what if I get to September and my visa is not out? Then you come and tell me that I cannot start the STP. Jeez, I wasn't ready to hear that. So that was part of the reason why I was very impatient. But I kind of see it differently now. So I would also explain to you guys. So yeah, I emailed this because yeah, I called my department. You can imagine calling a whole department, telling them you are so and so. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. So I called I called the department and I got their number online. I called them. I'm like, hey, I'm Cynthia and I just got an offer for the STP. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who do you want to speak with? And that was when it dawned on me that I can't just call a department and tell them I'm this person. Because think about it. If someone is resuming with a trust, of course it follows a it follows a particular recruitment process, and the department must have interviewed the staff and they are aware that a particular person is resuming. But for the STP, it's very different. You are being recruited. It's a national recruitment program, so you are being recruited by the national school. So the department might not be aware of you, so it kind of takes a process, and these things take time. So I called them and they're like, they don't know who I am and all that. And I'm like, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? So I then emailed the school. I asked for the contact detail of someone from my department, and they sent me the email address of my training officer. I emailed him like, hey, I'm this person. I just got my offer for the STP, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, hi, the school contacted me and they told me about you and all that. So it takes some time. So I think he said 2 weeks. And yeah, at least I felt better because someone from the department is already aware of me. So he said 2 weeks, and I waited for 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. I didn't hear anything. I sent him an email again like, hey, now that I'm talking about it, I kind of feel bad because I feel like I was pestering my training officer, and now I see him every day. Sometimes I'm like, oh, Louis, was I really bothering you? I've not asked him, but when I think about how many emails I sent to him, I kind of feel like, oh dear. But you can't blame me. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So so he told me that he needs to impute my detail to the trust recruitment portal, and you know the NHS recruitment portal is track. So I think he needs to the school need to send him my details, and he will impute it to the recruitment portal. Then whoever is at HR will then see it and take it up from there. I even called HR. I called the recruitment. They're like, what's the STP? Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. So I felt bad for some time because I felt like, what's going on? I was confused. I didn't know what to expect, which is why I'm here for you guys. So you kind of have an idea about what to expect. So it needs to go through that process, which is probably why you've not heard from your trust. So for those of you that have been asking me why you've not heard from them and what to do next, this might just be the reason. So the school needs to send your details, and so the school sent my details, I believe, to my training officer. Then you went into the trust recruitment portal, which is track, and I emailed him again. I'm like, you said they were going to contact me. I've not. He was very calm. He kept explaining to me. Oh my god. So yeah. So after about 3 weeks. Yeah, because I got my offer early July. So the email from track also came in July. So that was when I started talking with someone from HR. So I got the email from track. It was my conditional offer. So they listed everything I needed to do in order to have my unconditional offer. So I think this officially is the pre-employment check. And before that, I also got another email from the school. They said I stated in my application that my master's was in view. So now they wanted to see the certificate, and as at then it was ready. So I emailed my certificate to them and every other thing they asked for. So now it's officially my pre-employment checks. So they asked for DBS, they asked for references, they asked for a couple of things. And I think based on the conversation I had with people on Discord, I think some other persons, theirs took time, because I think you have to wait for about 2 to 3 weeks, 21 working days, or I'm not sure, but I know that the DBS takes some time. But you know, I was a HCA in the NHS, so I had an updated DBS. So I was like, I can't afford to waste time. I said DBS, yeah. So I gave them my updated DBS. I produced, I think, because I was straight out of uni based on my master's, I think they asked for 2 references. I provided that, and every other thing they asked for, my certificate, everything they asked for, I provided it to them. Luckily, my referee, I hope that's the right word, so my referee replied them the same day. I provided my DBS, my updated DBS. I provided everything. I had everything they needed. I provided it to them, and that's the fastest pre-employment check I've seen, because my previous job with the NHS, my pre-employment check took forever. And of course, I've heard from some people, they always say that the pre-employment check is always very stressful and it takes some time. So yeah, honestly, this particular one, I don't think everything happened within the same week, because I had everything they needed. I provided it to them and they facilitated everything immediately. It went really fast. It wasn't like an NHS recruitment, but yeah, I provided everything. And I think the week after, they issued my certificate of sponsorship, because yeah, I'm an international applicant. I need a certificate of sponsorship to apply for my visa. So I applied for my visa, and it was supposed to be a health and care visa. I wasn't supposed to pay the immigration health surcharge, but somehow, I don't know what went wrong. I think a wrong code or something, but they were asking me to pay immigration health surcharge. I'm like, no, I'm applying for health. It shouldn't be that. So I started sending emails. We had back and forth with the HR guys, but everything was sorted. I got the correct code. I applied for my visa, and I think in 48 hours, it was less than 2 days, my visa was approved, my BRP arrived, and yeah, that was just it for me. It was so quick. So yeah, after that, my training officer contacted me, and my training officer is the person I was speaking to initially, who imputed my details in the trust recruitment portal. So yeah, he then contacted me because everything was cleared. I had my unconditional offer, so I was ready to start. We discussed start date. I think they have a date for their trust induction, and they wanted me to start around then, so it was 23rd September. And yeah, that was it. He arranged a meeting for both of us to meet. I think a pre-resumption meeting. He told me what to expect, if I had questions, and that was it, guys. And so yeah, it was that easy, it was that straightforward. So I knew I was starting 23rd September. Then I'd already gotten emails and details about the general trust induction from the school. So I think it was a first week of September or second week of September. It was a 2 days event. I joined the trust induction, and they had loads of information. I think we had a section with current STP trainees. We asked them questions. They told us about reflective practice. They told us about so many things. So I would advise you guys to attend the general school induction. I hope I didn't say the wrong thing initially. Sorry, I attended the school induction. So I would advise you guys to attend, because they will talk you through how to make submissions on one file. They'll talk you guys through so many things. So yeah, I would advise you to attend. Most of my colleagues started earlier, but I started towards the end of September, and I've been receiving a lot of questions about start date. I think it's also flexible. You can discuss with your trust about start date. I think you can discuss with them. So for you guys that are worried about a particular start date, when it gets to that stage where you start discussing start date, I think they are open to hearing from you. So you should tell them your concerns or why you are not able to start, if they expect you to start earlier or whatever. So be open. You are an STP trainee now, so you are supposed to have good communication skills. So you should be able to communicate your challenges properly. Okay, so I would advise you guys to speak up for yourself. And some people ask me about planned holidays. So I think if you have that already, it's okay for you to talk about it. Don't hide anything. Don't pretend like you should be perfect. No one is expecting you to be perfect. You are a trainee now. It's just like any other job. So yeah, if you have all those concerns, you should speak about it. I've also been receiving questions about accommodation. For me, I had to move. Before I got the STP, I was living in Northampton, and my trust was in Nottingham. So of course I had to move, but I planned it in such a way that everything I had to plan it perfectly. So I told you guys I started on 23rd September, and by then I already had the timetable from the school. So I knew when my university lectures would be starting. So it was starting in just a week after 23rd of September. So I planned it in such a way that I stayed in a friend's place for that 1 week. The first 1 week I resumed at the trust, and after that 1 week I just left for Manchester. So I discussed that with my training officer, and they were all aware of that. So for you guys that are asking me about accommodation, for the trust accommodation, you have to sort it out yourself. I don't think the STP has funds to cover for your relocation and all that. They don't have any allowance for that, but I don't know, I'm not sure. This is just my experience. If you think you need that, you can contact them and clarify. But for me, I sorted my accommodation and relocation myself. But for you guys that are asking me about the university side, you don't need to move close to your university. University is part-time and you have a timetable very soon. And again, I missed out that when I got my offer, I was sorting out the trust side, and the university was also messaging me. They you know how when you are starting a university, you know, the I think they also have their own checks and registering on the school portal, the school blackboard, setting up my ID and all those things. So I was also getting messages from the University of Manchester. I set up my account, I replied their email. So yeah, you should be expecting the Manchester side and also be expecting the trust side. So that is what the STP is. So after I sorted out the Manchester side, they sent us a timetable. So I knew I was expected to be in Manchester for 3 weeks, and the 4th week I had 1 month uni block. I had 3 weeks in Manchester, then the last week was online. So I planned it in such a way that I will travel back to see my family at the end of each week. I think that was what most people did. So yeah, you can just whatever works for you, but this is just everything that happened for mine. So yeah, for the university accommodation, the trust sorted it out. So for my trust, I make payments for everything. I book my accommodation, my train, I pay for it, and at the end of the month, we have a platform where we upload expense receipt and all that. So after my Manchester trip, I uploaded everything on that. I created that account, I did everything, and all the expenses came back with the next month's salary. It wasn't taxed, it was just like refunding me my money. I think I have some colleagues that didn't have the money and they negotiated with their trust, and the accommodation was booked ahead. I don't know. Feel free to discuss with them, and whatever works for you. Just know that every expenses you make for your university trip, your train, your accommodation, and for me, lunch as well. So yeah, just discuss with them, and whatever works for you is fine. So yeah, this is everything that happened after I got my STP offer. I think I'll make another video to tell you guys the story about everything that happened when I resumed at the trust, when I went to Manchester, so you have an idea about what to expect. You can put in the comment section if there is anything particular about this stage that you want to know. Just put it in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram and I'll make a video about it. But for now, this is it, guys. So this is everything that happened. Oh my god, I feel so emotional. I can't believe it's already 1 year. It goes by really fast. So yeah, this is everything that happened. Once again, congratulations. Remember to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, STP with Cynthia. So like this video, subscribe, drop a comment, and if you need any other thing, just let me know. I'm here for you guys. So congratulations to our September starters.